Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Drea Moore. I'm Drea, and today we will be doing Hip Opener Series Part 2. If you did not already see Part 1, then make sure you click over into the corner. I will leave a little link so you can check out the first video of our 4-part series. And to get started, we're going to need 1 or 2 yoga mats and 2 yoga blocks. I will leave some links in the description box below so you can get you what you need. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, thank you so much for getting me to 500 subscribers. I appreciate y'all so much for all the support thus far, and I am super excited to be on this journey to helping y'all through y'all health and wellness journey with these videos. But real quick, I am aiming to get to 1,000 subscribers. And if you don't already know, Drea Moore is a beauty, health, and wellness company. And I make all natural bath and body products meant to increase the quality of your skin. Okay, so one of my favorite products is this turmeric and honey scrub. Okay, it has really helped me through my skin journey. I will insert a picture to show you the progress that I've made so far. And once I get to 1,000 subscribers, one of these will be going to one of you, along with another product that I will choose. So, just keep sharing, keep doing what you're doing, share with friends, and just run this page up so that I can give away some products that I know will help somebody else like it has helped me. And if you don't already see the glow, this is just every day. This is just from the body creams that I made and the body oils, and we also have body scrubs and shimmer oils, like I said, all natural, made with products like shea butter, cocoa butter, mango butter, and so much more that is so beneficial to help to maintain the health of your skin. So thank y'all so much so far, and stay tuned to watch part 2 of the Hip Opener series. So we're going to begin in bound angle pose. The bottoms of our feet are going to be together and our knees are going to be pushing down toward the ground. This is one of the poses that we did in our first video. So make sure you check that out if you have not done so already. If you need, you can place 2 blocks under your knees. And we're just gonna hold this stretch for a few breaths, making sure you're taking deep breaths in and out through your nose to create some space in your body to allow your body to, get a little bit more comfortable with the stretches that we'll be doing today. Holding this for a few more breaths. And we're going to, from here, move into cradle pose, grabbing your right ankle, pulling it into your chest. Maybe you add a little rocking motion from side to side, making sure to always check back in with your breath. And then from here, taking your right foot out away from your body, pulling your knee in toward your armpit. You can also take your first 2 fingers, wrap it around your big toe, and extend out your leg. If this is in your practice, then you're going to hold this for a few breaths. You also can just stay with your leg bent, knee in toward your armpit, and just hang out there, taking in some breaths, taking up space. And from here, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You can move your blocks away if you feel like you no longer need them. Your right side should definitely feel a lot more open than it did before. Going into cradle pose now on the left side, pulling your ankle and hugging it into your chest with your arms, adding your side to side movement. Oftentimes, bringing movement into our practice as we hold these stretches help to make the stretches a little bit more bearable, and also just kind of work that stiffness out a little bit more. Taking your foot out away from your body, drawing your knee in to your armpit, or taking your leg straight out. So holding your leg out nice and straight is actually prepping for what I like to call floating wide-legged fold, which is essentially a wide-legged fold with your legs in the air, but we will work on that on a different day. For now, we are going to alternate back and forth, lifting up one leg at a time, up one side to the other, and making sure you are still tuned in to your breath. Maybe you are adding breath to movement as you open up one leg, taking a deep inhale, and as you take it to the other side, you maybe are taking an exhale. So you find what works for you. And we're going to hold each side for maybe about 5 seconds, and then switching from side to side. All right, so we're going to find ourselves back into bound angle pose, noticing how your hips feel here compared to how they did in the beginning. You should feel a lot warmer here. And we're going to go in for a nice fold. Again, the goal with folds is never to touch your head to the ground, but is to feel the stretch of the pose. You can take the blocks back under your knees if that feels a little bit more comfortable for you. Just reiterating that your fold is never meant to, the goal isn't for your head to touch the ground. So you're wanting to feel that stretch in the inner thigh, your internal hip rotators, your groin area, all of those places. Holding this for a few more breaths. Making your way back up. Removing your blocks from under your knees. And from here, we're going to make our way into tabletop. Crossing your legs, shifting your body forward, stacking your shoulders over your wrist and your hips over your knees. And we are going to get into a low lunge and shift into lizard pose. So you're going to start with your right foot, sending your right foot to the outside of your right hand. And when you are in a low lunge, your hips are almost stacked over your bottom knee. Maybe like an inch or two forward. Your front knee, however, will be in line with your ankle. And you notice how my back stays nice and flat. And then we're going to shift into lizard pose. You are shifting your hips down toward the ground, and then your knee is going to track over your second and third toe. Again, finding your breath. This is a bit of a intense hip opener, so I want you to really take your time. If you need a block, go ahead and grab that, place it under your hands so that you can bring the ground a little bit closer to you to suit your needs. And again, notice how my back is nice and flat. And then we're going to shift from this lizard pose and make our way into a low lunge again. Noticing the deep stretch you're also getting in your quad, your front thigh, and the back leg. Shifting back into a lunge, making your way to lizard pose. Maybe you're finding your breath with each movement. Back into lunge. And over to lizard pose. Shifting back and going into lizard. So from here, we're going to stay in this lizard pose for a few more seconds. Let's try to get a little bit deeper in that lizard pose. So if you have the space, keep your block under your hands, and you're going to start with the outermost forearm, bringing that down to the yoga block. And if you have a little bit more space to fill, then you can take the other forearm down to the yoga block. So now you have both forearms down. Again, this is a bit of a deep stretch, so really use your breath. Holding here for about 10 seconds. Making our way back up onto our hands. Stretching out your front leg before you send it back. And then we're going to do it all over again on the left side. So sending your left foot up to meet your left hand, starting off in our low lunge. And then we're going to shift our hips forward and down to the ground to get into our lizard pose. And then we're just going to go back and forth between our lizard pose and our low lunge. Shifting back and forth, using your breath to help you ease into these stretches, creating more space for your body and opening up your hips a little bit more with each stretch. And then we're gonna hold our lizard pose, starting with the outermost forearm and then meeting it with the other, only if that feels good for you. Finding your breath. Taking deep inhales, slow exhales. And then we're going to slowly make our way back up into our low lunge. And then we're going to send that left leg back, moving our blocks away to the side for now. We're going to get into gate pose, sending your right leg straight out to the side, planting the bottom of your right foot, stamping it to the ground, walking your hands back toward your knee, and you're going to sit your hips down toward the heels of your feet. You should feel a nice stretch in your right leg. We should feel it at the back of our thigh, also known as the hamstring. And once you have found your way back to the heels of your feet, then you can find your fold. And we're going to just use these blocks to help us sit in this fold without too much discomfort. One of our blocks can be under our chest and the other will be under our hands, holding this stretch for about 10 seconds. And if this is too much on your bent knee, then I will show you how to use your block on the other side. But you can always take a towel under your knee, wrap up a towel, roll it up, place it under your knee for some extra cushion. Taking another deep breath, making your way back up. Slowly come back up. And then we're going to do that all over again on the other side. This time, extending out your left leg, stamping your left foot onto the mat, walking your hands back toward your knee. And as you see, this is how you will be able to use your block to help to bring the ground up to you if sitting on the heels of your feet is just not comfortable. You're going to place your block at the second setting and then place it to where when you sit, it'll be right where your butt would have touched the ground. You can also take it to the third setting, and putting it at the third setting is a little bit thin, so you can always take 2 blocks and put those blocks at the tallest setting and then place them under your hips. And then once you have used your blocks how you need for your bend, then you're going to go into your fold. Making sure to breathe, holding this for a few more breaths. And you slowly make your way back up. Bringing your straightened leg back to the middle. And then we're going to make our way into a yogi squat, taking your right foot on the outside of your right hand, lifting your back knee off of the ground, and then you're going to take that back foot to the front. You're going to start by sitting down into a yoga squat, also known as Malasana. From here, this block really comes in handy. Depending on where you are, you may not be able to get all the way down, bringing your hips close to the ground. So if that's not the space that you're in right now, use your block to help get you there, okay? From here, we're just going to start by holding our squat wherever we are, finding your breath. And then from here, you're going to straighten your legs, press into your hands to help you come all the way up into a wide-legged forward fold. And then you want to make our way back down into our squat. Lengthening your back. So if you also want to use your blocks under your hands, you can definitely do so for when you straighten up So we're going to come back up into our wide-legged fold. And now your hands will be on top of your blocks. And one more time, back down into your squat. Alright, let's come back into our wide-legged fold. And then we're going to make our way back into tabletop. Alright. So, how did we like that? I hope that helps you guys learn a few more things about how to open your hips, creating movement, finding your breath through your stretch is really essential. So yeah, like this video, comment down below how you liked it, what else you would like to see. This was video 2 out of 4, so we got another one coming again next week. And make sure you are trying this out daily if possible, first thing in the morning or before you go to bed, just to kind of get your body nice and you know, a little bit more mobile. Having hip mobility is very important. So let's try this out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.